It's the GOAT, the greatest of all time, sports traveler. That would be me in the land down under for NHL hockey. And I'm here with two mates who are going to hook me up with some unique hockey/cultural Aussie slang. And we're going to talk a little about why are they playing here in Australia and what's going on. So we're with Hugh, Blues fan, here with Jamie, wearing the threads of the Australian national hockey team, which currently is in what division?
2A.
2A of the International Ice Hockey Federation. Of course, the accent is for all my friends back in New England in the United States. At this point, I have a lovely lady holding the camera and these two schmucks that come up. So we're going to call ourselves the three schmucks. Now, let's talk about some lingo. Jamie, tell me the first thing that's kind of unique lingo-wise, and then we'll talk about it.
So one of the big things that you kind of sounds a little different in our footy in Australia, which is our top sport.
Australian rules football, which by the way, the stadium I believe is right there, is that right?
There's one of them just over there, there's one of them that way.
And I will be going to that on 30 September to see the AFL final. So Australian rules football, it's footy. Aussies like to abbreviate, so continue please.
And the next big one is called, say going down the guts.
Let's go one by one. So the first one is
going down the guts.
Going down the guts. So what on earth is going down the guts mean?
So in footy, if you just kick it straight down the middle, that's going down the guts. So if you do like a stretch pass in hockey, it's kind of very similar.
All right, so how it applies to hockey is you're maybe behind the goalie, maybe there's a line change, the Kings have the puck, maybe they're trying to pass it up to Kopitar at the red line. Down the guts, mate! That would be similar, yeah?
Pretty accurate.
Okay. What's the second one? Tell us the second Aussie slang, not the one that we talked about off camera. Give me like the second one.
Okay, gonna go with a specky.
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 Now, I think that requires some kind of a... What the hell is specky?
It's a bit of an athletic endeavour. So, Hugh, if you want to do the jump for it, I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
What? Let's jump. What?
So if we're sitting there, we're waiting for the ball to come in. We're going to mark it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're ready. And then someone just kind of comes out of nowhere and runs in.
Okay. Ah!
And I catch the ball and I'm up on his shoulders. Obviously, I'm not as athletic as the AFL.
Oh, I think I've seen this.
And this guy's about 6 foot nine, so I can
So is this a specky? I'm in Australia, mate. Give me the ball. That's specky.
Yeah, but your shoulders be on the end. As it needs to be on your shoulders.
Because I'm an old man, I can't get on his shoulder. So that's specky. Now, I don't know if that applies too much to hockey. Maybe that's when we had the little fight yesterday. Hey, let's go. Right now. Here you go. Come on, hands up. Let's go. Kick your butt. All right, so that's the specky. Now, what's the third one? The third one is what?
Selling candy.
Selling the candy. I like candy.
It's pretty good. So the whole idea, if you analogize it to hockey, so in footy, you can't throw it to them. You need to kind of handball it to them.
You go like that.
Almost. So the whole idea, someone's going to come here, you got to sell it, and you take it run away the other way. So it's like a toe drag. So
okay.
Like
He'll show us.
You're like, oh, and you go the other way.
All right. So if we're the great one, Wayne Gretzky, who played briefly with the Blues, most known for his time with the Oilers and the LA Kings. Here's the great one. He's got the puck. He might be passing it to Yari Curry back in his days with Edmonton. No, he's going to go over here to Glenn Anderson. Is that about right? All right. So we've got 3 Aussie slang terms. Now, this mate here, Hugh, where are you from? You from here in Melbourne?
I'm from Adelaide, South Australia.
And so you came all the way from Adelaide to see this hockey game.
Yep.
Is this your first NHL game? Did you come yesterday or 3 years ago?
I went yesterday, Monday.
Okay, this is a hardcore dude. Now, Hugh, go ahead and do a little pose here and turn around. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Walker. Turn back around, Hugh. Who is Mr. Walker? Explain to the American audience.
Nathan is the first Australian player to play in the NHL. He's currently the only Australian player ever to play in the NHL. He was drafted by the Washington Capitals, but now he's playing for my St. Louis Blues. Yeah, he's a great guy.
And he grew up, he was born in Wales, but he grew up in Sydney. And then at 13 he went to the hockey hotbed of the Czech Republic. And then he made his NHL. You know how old he was when he made his NHL debut?
21, 22.
Now, now, when that happened in the Australian media, was that covered? Like, hey, he made it and he scored his first goal?
He got a call from the Prime Minister.
Really? So his first goal, Nathan Walker got a call from the Prime Minister, a source of pride here in Australia. Now, let's talk a bit about you, Jamie. How long have you been playing hockey and where are you from?
So I'm from Perth, Western Australia. So
Did you also fly here?
100%.
Wow, now this is hardcore fans. Flew from Adelaide in the south, flew from the west. When did you start playing hockey?
I started at 8, so I've been playing about 21 years.
Oh wow, okay. And is there a local team?
So in Australia we have like a Mammoth Pro. So we have the Australian Ice Hockey League. I played for the Perth team, so I'm a captain of them. And basically we play 28 games a year. I'm kind of in the North American offseason, so we get imports coming over to the AHL, ECHL. Kind of like pump the league up a little bit. It's good, it's really good.
So the league has had guys that play the East Coast Hockey League, American Hockey League, to try and elevate the game.
They're the guys who won the cup this year. They actually had a total of 100 who played for NHL.
And is that the team from Melbourne?
One of the teams from Melbourne.
One of the teams. It's a 10-team league.
Yeah.
Right? And my understanding is this season runs April to August, which is your winter, right? Opposite season.
Winter.
Yes, winter, as they say. Now, how did your first year fare?
We did really well. We had a great year. We struggled a little bit early, pulled together, and then we got to the semi-finals, like the basically finals.
So you made the final four?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. All right. Okay, so one of the other 10 teams in the league. Sorry for the win. Howling wind, Melbourne, Australia. And we've got such a fine. Tell us who's holding the camera.
Charlie.
And what's your relationship with Charlie?
Just my girlfriend. Blues fan.
Another Blues fan, Charlie, holding the camera here. Hold on.
Excellent.
We got to give Charlie some love. Charlie, get in there. Give your boyfriend a big hug. Kudos to Charlie for holding the camera. Look at those Blues. Just gonna call it the Blues of Elton John there. All right, backing up. So, you are the head of media for Adelaide. How long have you been doing that?
This is my first year, but I've kind of worked around it.
Okay. And when did you start playing?
I started playing hockey 2 years ago. So I was playing for the league.
So, is that when you discovered hockey 2 years ago? And if so, how did you discover it? How did you learn it?
A friend of ours played hockey, and I decided to just start watching game once. I just kind of, I got pretty addicted.
Now, was he playing in the league that Jamie's talking about, or was it more just here?
Yeah, he plays that.
And so that's the game you saw. It was a national. Now, you bring over the influence. These guys get paid. Is that right?
Yeah, so they get paid, they get some jobs, housing.
Okay.
It's all pretty much like the whole idea is like you're coming here to experience Australia. Like you're never going to get paid enough to have.
Oh, of course not. Now, do the natives like you in this league, do you get paid for stipend? No.
It depends team by team. Some teams have a lot of money, some teams don't. Like Perth, we need a flight every game, so like we don't really
Because
have
of the distance, right? So you've got a real job.
Yeah.
And what do you do?
I'm a chiropractor.
Chiropractor. So that actually works out pretty good. Hey mate, I got checked into the board. Help me with my effing back, would you please? And what do you do for a living besides the music? Because you're a volunteer, right? Or something.
Volunteer, yeah. I'm a student, so I study media, and then I do that.
Okay, so is your goal to do what I'm doing?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe, yeah. He's looking at me going, not like this show. No, not like this show. All right, so anything else you feel like we need to know about Australian hockey or why Aussies are into hockey? Actually, I just thought of something. I just want to check one thing. And by the way, while I'm near the camera, may I humbly remind you, not only am I the greatest of all time sports traveler, like the great Muhammad Ali, I'm still pretty, even with my face peeling a little bit in the Australian sun. Hang on 1 second. All right, we're still recording. That's what I was checking. Are we still recording? All right, so, final question. I've talked to a lot of you Philippines, and I've heard that the movie The Mighty Ducks had quite a cultural influence on Australian hockey. True or false, Jamie? True or false, you?
That's how they
Oh yeah, he doesn't want to do video. No.
Tell us more about that.
I've only heard a little bit, but if you look at when Walker talks about him getting into hockey, he said he loves the Mighty Ducks, and so he decided he was going to get hockey a try.
story. In Perth, how many hockey rinks are there?
We have 2.
What about now?
Just 1.
Just one. If you were to talk to an American investor and say, come on mate, show us some of that American dollars here to help us grow the sport in Australia, what's the main thing you think?
Well, we just need to build more rinks. But the main thing for it, like Australia has the highest viewership of any NHL outside of Melbourne. Like,
Wow, how about that, folks?
We have like the highest, like, getting rights on finding other ways to sponsor it. Europe's big in it, but the Australian sporting market is huge. The whole nation loves sport.
Right.
And like, how can you not like an NHL experience?
Right.
It's unbelievable. So growing the game here is only going to generate more hockey players. It's going to be good for everyone. It's going to be amazing.
So, but is there anything that you're lacking? Is it infrastructure, facilities?
It's literally just facilities. Like every single place is booked from 5 a.m. till 11:30 at night.
So there's a genuine passion for the game here. There's just not enough rinks. Now, what's the biggest rink/arena in the country for hockey? Not including this, which is
So, OBG, the Melbourne rink, is just unbelievable. It's our centre field winter activity.
Okay.
So they have like a $22 million facility. They've got a beautiful surface, the boards are good, the ceremonies are great, the staff are incredible.
Is that where they do the finals? Do they pick a neutral location? Is that where they play it? And how many for hockey? How many is it?
I think it's like 1,700.
1,700. But is it seating all around you? Have you been to that game?
That's just on one side. And then it's very much like a kind of
Okay, but it's very intimate. And you're saying, you guys are saying, you're saying that the facility is very nice, the boards are good quality, the ice is good quality, because it's part of the Olympic Park. Tell us anything about the facility.
Brian Ice House.
O'Brien Ice House. I'm going to have to check that out while I'm here in Melbourne. So, Jamie, thank you for not putting a knee in my back and making me go to the Melbourne Hospital.
All right.
You, thank you for sharing your jersey, and Charlie, thank you for operating the camera. It's been a great experience here. The Kings and the Yotes. I can't believe how many Yotes jerseys I've seen. Like their arena is like not much bigger than the O'Brien Ice House. Who knows if they're going to stay in the Phoenix area? And then of course you got the LA Kings. I have never seen, to your point on the viewership, yesterday I was here, today's day 2. I've never seen so many hockey jerseys. In fact, the one jersey I was waiting for was the Hartford Whalers. I grew up in Hartford, my great father, I'd seen to the field, Hartford Whalers. And wouldn't you know it, as the game was ending yesterday, a guy in his beer is coming down the aisle, he's wearing a Hartford Whalers jersey. What do you think I did? I interviewed him, of course, I didn't give him a specky when I had to call him. But at the beginning of the interview, what do you think I did? That was the theme song of the Hartford Whalers. As they say, you can do it. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, thank you, Charlie. The GOAT.